All right, let's find this vector v. Find vector v. Okay, it has a given magnitude, so this is the vector's magnitude, and you know this is pointing in the same direction as the v. Okay, now one way to do this, I think it's the simple way, and then here, this is a visual for y'all. All right, this is going to be 3. We're going to call this 3 right here, so that means that's the point. This is the vector, the direction that it's going. It has to go in the same direction, but it has to have a length of 5. So let's first find the unit vector, because we could just take the unit vector, multiply it by 5, and then that becomes a new vector that has the length of 5. And so what is our unit vector if our vector is 3, 3? So let's go. We got to find the magnitude of u. So let's find the magnitude of u first. To do that, we're going to go like this, and then we're going to go 3 squared plus 3 squared. That is the Pythagorean Theorem. See, what we're essentially doing, guys, is we're getting a right triangle right here, and we're trying to find the length of this hypotenuse. So what is the length of this side? That is 3. What is the length of this side? That is 3. So we don't have to do the thing where we go like x minus x and y minus y, because the two bases here, or the base and the height, are obvious. Okay, so we have 9 and 9, which is 18. So we get 18, and we got to do the square root of that. 18 can be split up with the perfect square 9. So it'd be 9 times 2, right? Right. And then the square root of 9 is 3. So we have 3 square root of 2. So that is our magnitude of u. So what is the unit vector if that is our magnitude? What we're going to do is we're going to take the 3 and the 3, and we're going to divide each of these by 3 red 2. One at a time, please, one at a time. So we get, see, the 3 cancels out with the 3, right? Because 3 divided by 3 is 1. And so you get 1 over red 2, and then 1 over red 2, which you guys know. That is the same as red 2 over 2 and red 2 over 2. So we're going in this direction. That is the unit vector. Unit vector. Why did that sound so not good? And then we're going to take that, we're going to multiply it by 5. So we're going to go 5 times this unit vector. Like that, and like that, and then what we get? We get 5 red 2 over 2, 5 red 2 over 2, and that's our answer. That is a vector that points in the same direction as this, but has a length of 5 now. Okay, so yeah, okay, that was a good question. Why do we do this? Well, we got to find the unit vector. Your unit vector is going to be pointing in the same direction. So it's like, we'll say it's right here. You guys see it? That is only 1 unit long. In fact, I don't know if you guys remember this guy. You guys remember the unit circle? Oh, yeah. So he actually goes on the unit circle. So that vector is only of length 1. And once we find a unit vector, we just have to multiply by 5. Now, if you got lost right here, going from 1 over red 2 to this, let me write out what happened there. We had 3 divided by 3 red 2. Now 3 divided by 3 is 1, so that simplifies right there. And then when you have 1 over red 2, you can't leave the square root on the denominator in Algebra 2 trig. If you were in calculus, you could, but you're not. So we have to multiply the top and bottom by red 2, and that is how we get this. Because on the bottom we get red 4, and the square root of 4 is 2, so that's why there's a 2 in the denominator, and the top has a red 2. This unit vector has a point that we're familiar with, because he is on the unit circle. He's from a common angle, the 45-degree angle, or you can say power 4 angle. Okay, they're not always going to be recognizable. The unit vector might be something different that you've never seen before. But sorry, let me pause you there. If you did, if you found the magnitude of the unit vector, it should equal 1. Good question. You asked how come both of them are 1 over red 2? That's because you got to divide each of these by the magnitude. I just wrote it once because I'm kind of being lazy here, but really you got to do it both times. You got to go 3 over divided by 3 red 2, and the other one 3 divided by 3 red 2. You got to do it twice. Mr.